Our next guest knows firsthand the kind of impact these vaccine mandates are having. Orline Boro was a New York City high school teacher for 26 years. She is currently on unpaid leave for choosing not to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Orline, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you both for having me this evening.
Well, you taught even through the height of the pandemic when New York schools were in person and remote. Share with us, what did it feel like to risk your own health by going into the classroom, and now you're being told that you have to quit if you don't get the vaccine?
Thank you for that very spot-on question. What was it like? It was scary for most, including myself. Didn't know what to expect. I trusted my instinct. I took care of myself. We did it right. My school did it right. We made sure we were protected. We wore masks. We followed through with all the safety precautions. So we followed through. And now for the city and my school and the DOE, New York Department of Education, to turn our backs on us when we got it right and to force me to vaccinate is unfair.
And Orline, now, you don't have a job any longer. You're without work. As Mercedes said, you sacrificed your own health for this school system. Are you trying to fight back in any way?
Yes, I am. I'm fighting back by standing up for what I believe in, by not giving in. We're getting constant threats from the DOE, from number one, of course, losing my
You're
livelihood.
being threatened?
Yeah, in a sense that I'm not allowed to go back into the building. I have to waive my rights to sue if I do not get vaccinated. And of course, I'm on unpaid leave. And unfortunately, we have our union, so-called union, the UFT. When we go for help, we're not getting the response. I'm not getting the response I need. So I don't have the support from my union. And most importantly, the city has turned its back on the city workers, essential workers, value workers.
Orline, you mentioned that you had to waive your right to sue. How is that actually possible in terms of, obviously, as you being, a citizen, just you having the right to sue, but they're telling you you have to waive your right to sue?
If I wish to return to the DOE, I have to waive my rights to sue. You heard it correctly. I asked for a religious exemption. I got rejected. There was no follow-up with it. And I spoke to other teachers also. We virtually in the same situation. There's not one teacher I know who got the religious exemption. So,
wow. And Orline, did they give you the option to test?
Okay, great question. We were given the option to test. For 18 months, we were testing in the schools. And then they just took it away from us. They, meaning that the Department of Education, took it away from us. And
so even if you test, they won't let you go in?
Exactly. I have to get tested. Well, now there's no testing option whatsoever. So they took that away from us as well. So the goal is basically to force vaccination.
Let me ask you one quick question. You mentioned that they didn't accept your religious exemption. Did they give you a reason why they rejected your religious exemption?
Well, the reason was it could not accommodate, it was this hardship, that I was causing the DOE the hardship. And that's why they could not accept my accommodation.
Wow. And are you trying to find work other places, Orline? What are you doing?
So here's the kicker. I'm not allowed to find work. So I'm on unpaid leave, but they are allowing me to keep they meaning the DOE, to keep my medical plan, but I cannot work. I cannot sue. And basically I'm here. This is my teacher hub, as you can see, excuse the mess. This is where the magic happens. I miss my kids. I miss my school. And I'm just sitting here, waiting for change. And it's not going to happen unless we, the people, stand up. So at this point now, I'm not returning. I have strong religious convictions. I believe in the Constitution. So I'm going to pray hard about it. But most importantly, we're taking action. And that election on Tuesday, as mentioned by the gentleman earlier, should be a wake-up call. I've been a long-life Democrat from New York City, lived all my life, and I supported the Democratic Party, and I'm losing hope. So for me and many of our colleagues that I speak to, we're not surprised about the outcome. This is a Democratic Party losing sight on breaking unions. Where does this happen? You know?
Right.
So and they're calling me the terrorist, the threat, me,
Wow.
essential worker, a teacher. This is the
Orline,
face of the terrorist. Sorry,
yes,
guys.
it is. Orline, sorry we're out of time. I would love to keep talking to you. We really appreciate you sharing your story here with our viewers tonight. And our hearts go out to you. And we pray that you are able to get the help and drop these vaccine mandates around the country. We'll have to check back in with you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you both for having me. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.